Hi guys, today I'm decluttering my closet and switching it from my fall and winter to spring and summer, and I want to share how I do it, my thought process, and how I curate my wardrobe to the pieces I love and wear on a regular basis. Towards the end of the video, I'll share what I ended up decluttering in case you care to see that. Having a clutter-free space not only helps making life more practical, but it allows for more time to prioritize other things in life that matter the most. I think the past couple of years made us reevaluate our whole lives and really appreciate things that perhaps we're taking for granted. I started minimizing my life a couple of years ago with my wardrobe first, downsizing it to a fourth of what I own and continue to the rest of my house and my life. I'm not saying you need to get rid of your things until you get to a certain number, but I wasn't utilizing half of it and the other half was not bringing joy or value to my life, which was causing unnecessary clutter. I was getting overwhelmed with the amount of clothes I had and yet not finding pieces that felt both comfortable and true to my personal style. I now have a better understanding of the importance of having a personal style and a color palette to build a cohesive wardrobe that I align with and that makes me feel good. I think looking into that before doing a declutter is very important. When I first started decluttering, I did it backwards where I got rid of everything that wasn't serving my purpose and then found my style and slowly started adding new pieces that reflected that. But whichever way you do it, I think being more mindful of what we bring in is key to not build back up to a clutter, which can then turn into a cycle. Before I go get my off-season clothes, I want to go over my fall-winter wardrobe, take some time to look over what I didn't get to wear this past season, ask myself why, and if I have a clear answer to it, put it aside to declutter it. If I don't, I put it away and allow one more season before I decide. I then take the pieces that I know I won't wear for the next 6 months or so, knits, wall scarves, and things like that, put them in the bed to later put them in that off-season bin where I now have some of my spring, summer items. I do like to keep some of my sweaters out because I can still get chilly during the spring months, especially after sunset and night. After putting away the pieces I won't wear until the next season, I now have space to add my spring and summer items. Most of my tops and dresses for the warmer months are hanging inside my office closet, and my short shoes and other accessories are kept in the off-season bin in the same closet. I'm getting those out and bringing them to hang on a rail to clean and iron them before they go into the closet. That way they can be ready to wear when the time comes. Once they're all cleaned and ironed, I take them to the closet, keeping them sorted by color. That's just the way I prefer it. For my shorts and some of my summer weather accessories, since it's not warm enough to wear those on a regular basis, I'm gonna put those on a basket that's gonna go on the shelf inside our closet. That way, once it gets warmer, I'll bring those down and reorganize them. I do not have a whole lot of seasonal shoes. I do have a couple that are open toes that obviously I cannot wear during the colder months, so I'm bringing those in and organizing them along with the rest of my shoes. But for the most part, I keep all of my shoes out. Thankfully, I do have the space I need to put all of my shoes out at once in our master bedroom closet. And voila, that's my spring and summer wardrobe ready for the season. So I experienced mild winter weather where I currently live, and I am not a hot weather type of gal. I am ready for some long spring walks by the lake and s'mores by the bonfire. Oh, and my birthday is in the spring, and I am a big birthday girl. It's been a couple days now, but I wanted to come back here and show you what I decided to declutter. Starting with my tops. This Hanley top, I was looking for something that's in the plain side, like a t-shirt but longer sleeve for those colder days, and I came across this one, And I think what's throwing me off is the buttons. Nothing wrong with them, they're just plain. Buttons are in the same color as the shirt, but every time I try to style it, for some reason I just can't get myself to style it and wear it. The fit is amazing. It's a bodysuit, so it snaps at the bottom, and the color is a color that I gravitate towards. It's a neutral tone, so it matches with the rest of my wardrobe, but I just don't wear it anymore. It's just been sitting there and I be staring at it. It's hanging in my closet. I look at it every time I go get dressed and I think about it, and then when I try it on, it's just not working for me. So I think I need to let it go. This sweater feels super soft on the skin because it is 100% cashmere, and I love the balloon sleeves detail that it has. I also like the color. It's a neutral color as the rest of the stuff that I'm showing because I do love my neutrals, and so it pairs well with everything else in my wardrobe, yet I have not worn once this past year, and so I just need to also let it go. All of these pieces that I'm showing are in great condition, if not almost new, and there's nothing wrong with them. I think for the most part it's the style. Sometimes we look at something and it looks good on the picture, but then we bring it to our wardrobe, and even though it fits and it looks good, something is not quite right. Obviously our style evolves and we change, our body changes, and so things do not fit quite the same or as we wanted to. So in that case, then we have to let those pieces go, but it's just something that I try to be more mindful of. This next sweater is almost the same color as the previous one, but this one is in a heavy net. It's 100% wool. I got it from Arezia. It's the wool thread brand that they carry. But again, every time I wear it, no matter what I pair with, I cannot bring myself to leave the house with it on. And it's just been sitting there in my wardrobe. And so I think it's time for it to go to a new home where it hopefully can get all the love that it deserves. So these pants, it almost hurts me to get rid of them because I really wanted to like them, but unfortunately it's not working out for me. They are this pair of white denims. They're more like an off-white with a yellow undertone, which I love that for my skin tone, and they feel so nice and soft on the skin, super comfortable, but they just don't shape my booty the way I like them to. I think they're actually exaggerated, which is not something that I like. That is my widest part of my body, my hips and my booty area. If that's what you like, then this works just fine for you because they do kind of contour that area there. I do have another pair of white denims. They are straight cut, and I do wear them at least once a week. Again, a lot of it has to do with the fit, and in this case the fit has to do because of the material. The other ones, the straight leg ones, are 100% cotton, which is one of my favorite material composition when it comes to denims, and these are not 100% cotton, and so I just need to let it go. But they are an overall really good pair of denims, and perhaps if I had a different body type or a smaller booty, then this would be great. These black ones also hurt me to let them go because it is one of the brands that I really like in denims. They are Levi's. They're in this balloon style, which I loved in theory, and I tried on, or I wore them 3-4 times. I haven't washed them yet because I don't wash my denims every time I wear them if they're clean. I love how they feel, super comfortable. They are in the looser fit because I did go up one size, but looking at pictures, I just don't like the way I look. Again, my hips and my booty, it's exaggerated, and so I look wider than I actually am, and that's not a look I try to go for. It doesn't flatter me. I am in the petite size, and I am already wider in the hips area, and so I don't need clothes to emphasize that even more. I love the black shade of them. I have this other skinny but the same color denims, and I also wear them a lot because I love the color. I just don't like the fit of them, and so I will be getting rid of those as well. This one, also the fit. These are a pair of wool trousers. They are from J. Crew. I kind of suspected they were gonna be a little small when I ordered them, and there was a no return policy because it was last sale, and so I couldn't send them back. I wore them once, and then I realized it's just, they're not uncomfortably tight, but for the look that I was going for, I need them to be a little bigger. I love the style. The color is another thing too. They are in this stripe, like black and gray stripe, which I don't like gray for me. I love that they're online because the wool material outside feels a little scratchy, but the lining inside is super soft. It has real pockets, and it's overall a really good pair of trousers, good for the office but also easy to style with sneakers and all that. And I do hope to find something in that pattern, maybe not gray, but in that same pattern. But again, there are one too small and two the colors that I gravitate towards, so unfortunately they also have to go. I have 3 pairs of shoes. These black ones, again, nice in theory. I love the idea of them. I like how they're nice and thin. They're making this wool material, which it's nice and soft and sustainable, and they go nicely underneath your boots because they are the sock boots, so they're really nice and fitted. They stretch, so even if you have a smaller ankle, they might fit you. So I really like them, but I don't see myself gravitating towards them. I wore like twice maybe. They still look nice and clean, and I love how the heels, it's nice and round versus, you know, square like most shoes are. I have another 2 black pair of boots that I keep gravitating towards, but this one's just been sitting in my closet and I don't wear them. These I wear a couple times. They are for one of my favorite brands for shoes. They are from Nisolo, and I am not sure if it's the heel. They're a really comfortable shoe, but for some reason this feel like extra high on me, and they're not pointy or round, which from far to me they look flattering, but when I have it on my feet they don't feel as flattering. I just need to get them off my wardrobe and not have them sit there for another year or 2, and just send them to a new home where they can give them some love. My last ones are this pair of flats, which I love the color and the idea of them. I'm not sure if they're too feminine for my style, but I do want to try on some similar ones, but in a different material and color. I do have this pair of Oxford that I wear non-stop, and I think the reason why I love them so much is, one, because they're super comfortable, but also the style is more masculine. So I still want to try on some similar ones, maybe in a leather material, but for some reason I just haven't been gravitating towards these ones, and so I'm going to let them go. I hope you found this helpful and that inspires you to clean, organize, or even declutter one of your rooms, whether it's your closet or your living room, your kitchen. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.